I see that UCF was picked, got more first place votes than U of H.
They are loaded. They will contend for the East on a regular basis because Coach O'Leary has found the magic to offset Florida State, and Miami. You know, I will admit, having been on campus, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. And the walk from through the village down to the stadium across campus is just so nice on Saturdays.
All right, now back up. You said you put UCF in the same breath as Florida State, Florida, and Miami?
Because those players that he's getting are guys that could have gone there, but for whatever reason didn't get recruited there, and he's built up a mentality that don't worry about that.
Are you saying that a Conference USA school can run with the big dogs now? Is that what you're saying?
Well, let's see now here. Coach Sumlin made a statement, and you can find this on footballscoop.com, that the U of H has reached a point that they should not be in a position of having to deal with 2-for-1 contracts, which means that you spend 2 games on somebody else's field and they only spend 1 on yours.
Right.
He feels like it should be an even playing field, 1-for-1, which I'm asking you
that sounds good.
Now, this is what they've done over the last 3 years. And I'm saying this. And
you gonna talk records, or you gonna talk attendance?
Well, both. First with the record, 8-5 first year, 10-4. Well, let's see, 8-5 and a bowl win first year, 10-4, and 5-7 without quarterback.
Right.
All right, now.
Top quarterbacks, yeah.
All right, now. Attendance. That has been a source of contention from here to whenever.
No doubt.
And
football, basketball, most of, if not all of U of H athletics.
And folks can talk about, U of H being a community school, Texas Southern being a community school, Rice being, on campus. But at the end of the day, you got to find a way to get some fans in this town.
We need to support. Well, first things first, Cougars need to support Cougars. Because if the Cougars don't support the Cougars, then it's tough for the school and athletic department to go out and ask the city and the surrounding neighborhood and everybody else to support the Cougars. So that's one thing we need to do as U of H alums, students. So we need to support the Cougars. This should be a promising year. Cases back, offense will be high-powered. Defense is supposed to be improved.
Second year in the 3-4 on Brian Stewart, and that's continuity is what we're supposed to be looking for.
Do you agree with Coach Sumlin?
I agree that they shouldn't be doing. They should be at a point now where they should not be doing a 2-for-1.
Give me an example, like A&M.
Now that's different.
So what level?
No, I take that back. I take that back. You should be able to get a series with them, like Rice has with UT.
So is the UCLA deal 1-for-1? It's a 2-for-1?
No, it's a 2-for-1. They go back after this year. They go back again and go back to LA next year.
Okay.
Now, my only reason for using a 2-for-1 would be under these umbrellas. 1, you're looking to pick up a check. 2, you're looking to recruit. Out of those 2, you have no reason to be doing a 2-for-1.
Okay. What you want to talk about?
Let's see. The Heat. Oh no. Let me get the WAC out of the way, and then we'll talk about the Heat. The WAC also was this week. Hawaii has been picked to win Fresno's second. Boise State now has moved over. They are now at 18 league, and the other 2 schools will be moving into the WAC on next season.
And who are those 2 schools?
That will be UTSA and Texas State.
And that's football?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hawaii got, in the coaches poll, got 5 first place votes, and in the media poll got 18. interesting because they also have the Player of the Year and quarterback Bryant Monts. Utah State's Bobby Wagner was pegged as the Defensive Player of the Year.
How did you vote?
I voted.
I know you got to vote.
Yeah, I pretty much voted for Hawaii and Fresno as the top two teams in that conference right now. Everybody else is pretty much going to have to show me. As far as the Player of the Year, I did pick Bryant basically because, for whatever reason, Hawaii has, because of the system that they run, they have a way that their offensive firepower is pretty much whichever guy understands it a lot quicker. That's why I picked them over Fresno, because that's only the second two schools, the only second school in all that conference that actually gives a damn and all about football.
Where was Nevada in the poll?
They were in third or fourth?
Because they have been good recently.
Yeah, but they had a lot of seniors on that squad last year.
Okay. All right. What else? Once again, folks, we're flowing. We're probably going longer than usual, but this is KG and the Ward Wildcat. I believe this is podcast number 6, and as you can tell, we are talking about more than basketball today. So we can do more than basketball. Ward Wildcat is a college sports reporter, so he's well versed in football, volleyball, baseball, basketball.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's what I'm fixing on the local schools getting ready to start, because folks, college sports starts this week. And
we're talking about what sport?
Soccer. Soccer is the first sport out. HBU has an exhibition game at Rice on Friday at 7 o'clock.
Women's soccer.
Women's soccer.
Okay.
The only two men Division I soccer programs in the state, SMU and HBU, will be playing an exhibition on the 17th at SMU.
Really? There are only two men's soccer programs in this big old state of Texas? Really? Wow.
I know.
That's I didn't know that. Okay.
You and I both know there are quite a few club programs in this area that has kids all over the place.
I didn't know that.
Because the only other
sharing that. That's good to know.
The only other men's program is at St. Thomas University, which is NAIA.
Right. And I don't mean to put you on the spot here, but HBU is going to a new conference, right?
No, it's
the
men are joining.
That's what I mean. The soccer team is going to a new.
The men's soccer team is joining the Mountain Postseason, which is a qualifying tournament for the NC2A.
Right.
Instead of going to a conference tournament, they will go to a sort of like the independent athletic association type deal that qualifies them for NC2A postseason play. And that's in 012.
So it starts next year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, the conference champion in women's women's soccer.
Mountain Pacific Sports.
Yeah.
Let's see it now. Okay.
Yeah. And there's quite a few teams that are outside of that conferences, different conferences that have pooled together to make this happen.
Yeah, because I'm on HBU's all sports list, so I got that, and I find that interesting. And I'm pulling it up here. The Mountain, it's even 2-division conference. Wow. Mountain Pacific Sports Federation features 2 divisions. Winners of postseason tournament are an automatic bid to Division I NCAA Division I tournament. And the Mountain Division, which HBU is a part of, features New Mexico, Air Force, and Denver. Pacific Division will include Seattle, San Jose State, Cal State, Bakersfield, and UNLV. Boy, that's a lot of travel right there, boy.
Yep.
Boy, okay. Good luck to HBU on that.
Hey, you got an athletic director that has a vision.
And he does. And his name is, sir?
Steve Mariachi.
And you know him from where, sir?
He used to be the senior associate athletic director at Rice University.
And Steve is a good man, and he doesn't have a vision, but he's getting a lot of support from the president, HBU's president, President Robert Sloan. So it always starts at the top, as you and I both know. Successful athletic programs start at the top. So.
Yep. The other programs that are getting ready to get there, they're going to be late starting which will be on the 26th. Texas Southern's women's soccer program has a home exhibition against North Texas on the 26th at Durley Field. Yes, they have a women's soccer program, and it's pretty good. It should be better this year. The coaches are going in on the second year. Women's volleyball has a tournament scheduled at Lamar University, 26th and 27th, and their first opponent is HBU. Be interesting. 2-day tournament. And I think on the college stuff, that's pretty much it what I have, because the only other discussion I have is about the heat, the practice.
As in the heat humidity or the Miami heat?
No, the heat humidity.
It's hot.
It's hot. Well,
you have to drink plenty of fluids.
Because coaches now, programs out where I'm at are now scheduling 6 o'clock a.m. Practices and trying to get done by no later than 9:30 because the sun, once the sun comes up, it's getting out on the field. Some of these fields are drying out or have dried out. Then HISD and the Suburban Science Fair and Katy, those programs are pretty much early morning practices. Also, band practices are now being scheduled in the evenings, basically because of the heat, and they're sharing fields. It's because they can't work on the parking lots anymore because of the asphalt, heats up and they're having issues.
No doubt. And I believe Friday or Saturday, I want to say in North Carolina, a 14-year-old football player passed away. I don't know if it's at the end of practice or what. I remember seeing that headline. So,
well, this morning, it was mentioned that announced rather. I think I heard it earlier this morning. Had a coach here in Texas passed out in the heat and in practice this week because, folks, let me tell you, it doesn't take long once that sun gets up.
It sure doesn't. And taking from somebody who has no AC in his car. It's hot. It's hot outside. But, so you just need to drink plenty of fluids, take care of yourself, and listen to your body. The early warning signs start up, you need to get out of the heat. Drink fluids. And just make sure you take care of yourself and take care of somebody else who you may wonder about. Who may not have enough water, may not have AC. Check on them. Check on your neighbors. Check on people who you may not know, because I know my neighborhood. I've had probably, especially during every summer, the ambulance comes for a neighbor for heat, from heat stress, heat exhaustion. So it happens, quite often, quite more than you think. Let's wrap up the podcast, sir. Tell everybody who you are and where they can find you.
I am the Fifth Ward Wildcat. I am part of the King Arthur production crew. You can find me online and in print, a king size view at the Fiesta stores here in the area and other outlets. You can also find me online at 2 spots, www.kingsizeview.com and blog AKSVCSR.blogspot.com.
And I am KG of the Houston Roundball Review. Website is HoustonRoundballReview.com. I'm on Facebook as well, Houston Roundball Review Facebook fan page. I'm on Twitter. The handle is @THEHR Review, and your Twitter handle is
AKSVCSR.
And in closing, to wrap it up, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. We talked about a lot of different topics, except one that we're never going to talk about on here. I'm making a promise to you, the listeners, and the Wildcat. We will not talk politics during these podcasts. We may talk about sports, entertainment, health. You talk about the heat exhaustion, stuff like that. We are not going to talk politics on any of these podcasts. I refuse to get into all that stuff. So in conclusion, to wrap it up, as I say, be true, be cool, and be more.